Okay.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the bait.
Oh my god.
Hello.
No, please start it like that, please.
Hi, everybody.
Please.
Okay.
Please.
This is straight out of the program with Spence Dangles
I'm gay.
and KJ,
Yeah, that's the
who's
homie.
also gay. None of us are actually gay, and if we were, that's fine. But this is an NHL community podcast, and this is episode 1. We're going to talk about many different topics. Spence or KJ, you could hit us up with something else about this show or anything like that if you want to add on to it.
Well, I mean, we're still not sure if we actually want to call it straight out of the program. I mean, if you guys want to leave any fucking feedback or shit, then do that. But what are we going to be talking about here?
Boobs.
Oh, okay, no,
Sounds
that's
good.
a good topic. That's a good topic, actually. No, we're going to be talking about, I got this. I'm
Only
the
two
one
of the
that's
three of us
prepared.
have experience about this.
Yeah, and it's obviously me and Deke. Fuck you,
Nah.
pussy. All right,
I mean,
so
just because you have boobs,
Let's talk
doesn't
about
mean you know
uploading
more.
videos.
yeah, let's talk about uploading videos. Okay, so there's
Okay,
only
that
one
would
person.
be me.
Yeah, there's only one person here that could talk about uploading videos. But
Yeah, definitely.
if we're talking about Twitter videos, though, your boy's on his grind here. I've uploaded like 3 or
5.
4 in the something like that. That's a lot. Okay, fuck off. But okay, let's get these topics out of the way. We got
Best
gonna-
NHL clips video.
yeah. Okay, so we want to start off with that.
Because I feel like, isn't that the most recent, probably?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can talk about that.
It's
Okay.
definitely the most recent.
So you want me to start off here or what?
Yeah.
You could start off.
Okay.
Go over that. Summarize.
So, I
good
mean,
sir.
basically, Best NHL Clips here, he made a video, and he was complaining that his views on his videos that aren't pack openings get 1 to 2K views, but when he does a pack opening, it gets 5 to 10K views. And then he goes on and, you know, how everyone complains, oh, all the NHL community is pack openings. Nobody makes anything else. And he felt like that takes away from the creative video since everyone only does pack openings and they know it does well. And also that it takes no effort. So what's your guys' opinions on that?
Well, I'm going to go record a pack opening right now and upload it tomorrow. And then I'll probably upload another one after that and another one after that. And I think that's a good plan.
Yeah, like, I mean, I don't know what creative videos he's talking about because do you guys know any YouTuber out there right now that like does completely creative videos? Like, I mean, the only person I can
Pro
really think
Gamer
of,
Jay.
oh god, with the colorblind, oh god.
Yes.
Like the only person I can kind of think of is like the Drunk Italian, the Leaf, like Leaf 18. Those are the only people. But even still, I don't know if it's just because I'm dying down in interest with like NHL videos, but there's not too many videos that like pop out to me that I'm like, oh, I definitely want to watch that.
I also feel like the community itself is also kind of sick of watching the same thing. I mean, obviously new people come in every year, but like I've seen a lot of old people watch my things from like years and years on, and they're like, this is kind of the same stuff. I've seen you do this series before. I've seen you upload this video. And I also feel like obviously it's like every game, but I feel like this game doesn't have that much to offer in terms of Hut's been the same game mode for like 3 years. Nothing really major changed. People have been pushing the same stuff out every year. Everyone just uploads really Hut pack openings. I'm not a huge like, I hate pack openings. I've uploaded a ton of them. I just don't like people who just upload pack openings and they don't really do anything in them. They're just kind of like, I pulled this. I'm going to put some music on it and bang it out. Yeah. And then just keep going from there. And that's how they got big. I feel like that's kind of like, it's meh. But if you put effort into it and you have like a good personality, some editing, then like I don't care if you do that. Obviously, if you just constantly upload packs, to me it's kind of like, I'm not a huge fan of that. But that's my stance on it.
Yeah, I don't have anything personally against pack openings, but I mean, I can it makes sense why it's the most popular thing, right? Like it does get the most views, and people when they see a pack opening, they know what they're getting themselves into.
Oh, Crosby! Guys, I just pulled Crosby.
Yeah, exactly. And Ovechkin!
I'm shocked.
No, but like they know exactly what they're getting. They're gonna get some dude either screaming or whatever it is. They're gonna get yeah, exactly. Like they're hoping that there's gonna be some dude like overreacting to fucking packs that they opened. That I mean, that's what I did. That's how I grew. That in a giveaway. That's how I grew my channel. And I feel like that's
I find that like the majority of people who like come and watch pack opening videos just want to like discuss shit that they've pulled in packs themselves.
Yeah.
Just as like a forum.
Touche.
Right. Like every single video I upload just becomes like a Reddit post, right? And everyone just has their own discussion. If you want to, vent what you're feeling, go right ahead. And I think that's kind of what pack openings have become.
Okay.
Like,
But I don't have a problem with that.
My pack
Anything that gets people to
openings
talk
most
more.
Comments, because everyone's just trying to say what they pulled or like, oh, you're so lucky. So pack openings have like a lot of like audience like feedback and activity going on there too.
Real talk though, does anyone actually, I know a lot of people do this, does anyone when they ask, oh, I'm really, I'd like to know what you guys pulled, does anyone actually care what they pulled? Because I mean, I feel like a lot of the people are just fucking lying through their teeth. Oh, I pulled the Movember Kopitar and a Crosby. I'm so lucky. And then you get like the triggered people and everything. Does anyone actually care, or is that just, I feel like that's mostly just people wanting more interaction on their videos, or like helping, maybe that's helping out in the search engine, that type of thing.
What, asking people what they pulled?
Yeah, like does anyone
Absolutely.
do you,
I don't think anyone cares.
Yeah, no, why would you care?
Yeah, I try getting more comments and feedback because it's not just for that video but also others. So I'm trying to get them to like get involved with that. I do respond and I actually like read it. I'm not just like, oh cool. Usually like actually read the whole comment and respond like in a somewhat way, not like a robotic way, like nice. And then hopefully from that they're like, yo, he responded, I'm gonna go like, or like leave another comment on another video or watch another video to like keep going and getting like more feedback and things like that. But at the end of the day, I don't really care if they pulled like a Neil and like Crosby.
What? And also one point to his video, he probably, like, if you're uploading a lot of pack openings and you're getting a lot of views on your pack openings, doesn't that mean then you grew your channel from pack openings? And doesn't that mean then a lot of returning like users like, will want to watch that?
Not at all.
No?
I mean, I think the view to subscriber like ratio off of pack openings is like ridiculously low. Like it would almost be the same thing as like a GTA YouTuber tagging his video and getting like 200 subs off a video that gets 35,000 views. Right, you're just generating income.
No,
and
yeah,
you're getting a very small amount of subscribers off that.
Yeah,
my Crosby pack, I got like 120,000 views. I think I only got like 400 subs from that, 300 subs for that many views.
That's true.
I think I got 400 off my 98 Crosby poll. That's it.
Yeah,
but I mean, you throw like 100 pack openings in there.
Yeah, no, then
it adds up over time, but
But people are just searching that. Really, they're just trying to see what you pull. They're not really like, oh, Deke uploaded a video or this is that. Like they're just trying to look at pack openings. They're just randomly like,
that's because Deke doesn't upload videos.
Covers, like, oh, let's see some pack openings. My mom won't get me any points tomorrow, so let's see what people got.
It's also an easier thing to find too. Like I don't know, even like if you're doing a creative series, no one's going to be typing it in because they don't really know, they've never heard of it, right? Like pack openings is an easy way to get your name out there. It's easy to get recommended in someone else's videos. It's a lot easier to grow your viewers off that.
Yeah, so that makes a lot more sense.
Okay, I think we should talk a bit about Adam3.0. Do you guys have anything else you want to add to that?
I don't know how much more there is to talk about that.
Okay, so let's talk about Adam3.0, Mr. No Packs. This man has done no packs.
Mr. Bot. So Mr. Robot here.
Okay, all right. Well, we don't know yet. Alleged. 55. This is alleged, Keemstar. Chill out. Don't just throw fucking
I'm plugging Rogers here. Our non-sponsor for the episode. Rogers, Channel 55, FX Network.
Okay. Robot 3.0.
Yeah. 3.0.
I feel like for me, I had no clue who he was. Just randomly, I like he came out of nowhere for me. Like, I don't remember what video was the first one I saw, but I clicked on his channel. I was like, what? This guy's got like 3,000-4,000 subs. And to me, that's shocking because I feel like a lot of people, when they're like up and coming, like when they're over 2,000-3,000 subs, like the whole community knows about them. So when this guy like
comes out of nowhere,
videos, I was like, this guy's at 4K. I had no clue, and I feel like no one else had a clue. And like, I don't know, I just found it really shocking and suspicious at first. Then I looked at his videos. I'm like, oh, I mean, his videos aren't bad, but I'm like, what? Look at his views, comments, and likes, and just how many subs he's got for like doesn't upload that many. And it just really shocked me.
Like 4 weeks.
Yeah, and as he, like, the videos kept coming, just personally for me, none of the, all like the numbers, none of them added up at all.
No.
Like, some days, like his first few days uploading a video, no views, and then randomly gets a huge spike of views. And just, he's always top of search engines and all that stuff. To me, was like really And just the fact that he's growing so fast now, uploading like one video a month, doesn't make sense to me. But I also feel like I personally don't think there's a way to prove that he's guilty or not guilty.
Oh, he's guilty.
So it's hard to, because with a subject like that, it's hard to like say, oh, he bots or he doesn't bot, because there's no actual way to prove it. That's what I feel like.
I'd just like to clarify that we have looked at his analytics that Spence has gotten from him for like actual screenshots of his cell phone, not like screenshots that could be tampered with. But I mean, he still could have inspected them, but I doubt he would.
He was responding pretty quick though, so
absolutely.
I doubt he would have had time to do all that.
No, definitely.
But it is like, I think that's a really good point you brought up, Deke. When you were just explaining him, it is usually in the community, like you have this, you get more traction and like I guess maybe because like he's not on Twitter, he doesn't really tweet that much. Maybe that's why. But like he had 17 followers, and I think maybe one of them, I don't even know if BestNHLClips is following him, but 17 followers, like no one's heard of this guy, and then just comes out of nowhere and starts getting all these views.
Exactly.
But we looked at this guy's analytics though, and it seemed like most of his views were coming from suggested. All of his views. Essentially. Yeah, it was the suggested or recommended on the side, and as well as the homepage. And I can actually remember there was a time where I did get a recommended Adam3.0 video. So that kind of makes sense to me. But there's also things that don't make sense to me. When you have 700 comments on a video, 20,000 views. Like, that's what? A comment every 25,
200,000 views. 200,000.
No.
Zero there, Spence. You're forgetting a zero, man.
No, the one with 700. He had a video with 20K views, and it had 700 comments. It was like it was
like 741.
It was something about the ratings messed up or something. He mentioned Martin Jones, or he didn't left him out, and then everyone's
like inaccurate ratings or some crap like that.
Yeah, something like that. But he got 700 comments. That's like. No channel does that. Like, that's insane. Yeah. And if this dude is actually legit, like, I don't know if, like, when you have a channel that's blowing up like that, don't you get a lot more motivation from that? Don't you want to, like, upload a lot more? I feel like that's a really big motivator, even when you're not uploading.
Just from a business perspective, he could be making, like, he could almost do YouTube full time if he was doing that.
For how much he's grown, for uploading like once or twice a month.
I mean, he's getting like $150 to $200 a video. Like, that's a lot.
Exactly. Not even for just the money aspect. Like, I mean, personally for me, I feel like the growth aspect's really like fun and important. Like, if this guy uploads more, he can easily get to 10K subs in like a month.
Yep.
Like, just from all his like numbers and stuff.
He'd easily become like the third most subbed NHL channel.
I could see him like if he uploads a lot next year, I could see him passing like 20,000 subs if he uploads a lot.
He gets like more views a month than Bacon does, and that's saying a lot.
And just think once he starts uploading more, like once he starts uploading more, and then he also gets a bigger fan base, that's just going to make him blow up and get higher in the search engine and all that type of stuff even more.
If it's legit.
Yeah, well.
Very good question before I cut people off, which I just did. I don't know what we're doing with this actually. I'm thinking of maybe leaving a comment saying like who here knew about or seen like an Adam3.0 video prior to us talking about it. Or like who here's been subbed to him or anything like that. Just feel like that's something. Again,
I think that's a good idea.
It's hard to say what it is. I just feel like it's really weird because personally, for me, being in the community so long, whenever anyone was like growing, like I remember when FanMox was first growing, he was at like 600 subs, and I remember who he was because like one of his videos blew up a bit, and everyone's like, "Oh, FanMox does the good editing, and FanMox does this, FanMox does that." But Adam 3.0, he was at like 4K, and I don't think I've ever talked to anyone about him. Just randomly saw one of his videos and it like had so many views, comments, likes, and I was like, what? And then I looked on his channel, and then whenever he uploads, it just randomly gets insane. And to be honest, some of the videos to me, like the secrets ones kind of make sense, but like 100,000 views on a video called This Is NHL, to me, it's like, who would ever search that?
And the crazy thing is that, see, me personally, I'm almost more on the fence he doesn't view bot, but at the same time, like there's so many question marks. Like like that video is ranked, I think second when I searched it. It was second when you type in NHL 17. How the fuck do you get the second ranked video for
over
NHL
EA.
17? Yeah, exactly.
Over EA.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
And he's a channel with what, 6,000 subscribers? Like
7,000.
He's almost at 8,000.
And Me and Deke talked about this in personal before. It would be less suspicious if he was straight up to us like, oh yeah, I just know how to like get higher in the search engine. I just know how to do this. It would be a lot less suspicious. But because he doesn't know how to do it and he's like consistently doing it, it seems kind of fishy with that.
His tags make no sense at all.
It's like there's some people in the community who are like good at tags. I'm not
Like
gonna
me.
name any names.
Tactics
but, like,
HE.
yeah, there you go. He's really good with his tags, but like for how many subs he has to like comments, views, and stuff like that, it's no comparison to Adam.
Mm-hmm.
Like if Adam had 50,000 subs and was doing what he did, he would probably get like over 200,000 views per video, like thousands of comments.
Yo.
Getting people to make GoFundMe pages for him for another video, like stuff like that.
Patreon, all that shit.
Okay, so do you guys want to start talking about sim videos? KJ, you said you wanted to talk about that.
Yeah, mention a little bit. The pack opening videos aren't the real epidemic in the community right now. It's kind of become sim videos. I don't know how much traction it's gonna continue getting. Obviously, there's two people in the community known for doing sim videos, and that's the Real Sykes and Polish Thrasher, who, I'm not going to go into that one. I don't want to start anything, but those are the two people who've been doing sim videos for quite some time now. But like all of these other YouTubers who, you could, say their views are down for whatever reason you want to, throw out there, have started throwing out sim videos on what if this player was drafted on this team, or what if this, what if that. And I don't understand why people are making these videos, because they're so boring, man. Like I don't want to watch the simulation. Like nothing's accurate. If this player's not drafted first overall, how do you know he's going to go second or third or fourth? Like nothing's accurate at all. I don't want to see a whole team of one player versus a whole team of another player. Like it's so boring. I really hope it stops, and I think it has, once people on Twitter started saying that it was just like, why are you doing this? This is stupid. I don't know, man. It's
when I found Polish Thrasher, I think maybe through Xtech, because he seems to be bumping his videos a decent amount. He seems to be a pretty big fan there. But when I found him, I was like, all right, yeah, these are pretty dope. These are totally unique, which, I mean, they are unique. No one's done. I think Cord Lemon, actually, he was the OG of that. He streams that, the simulated gameplays, but he doesn't.
Cord up.
Yeah, exactly. But no, when I found him, I was like, yeah, this is really unique. This is really cool. But I think after a while, for me, it definitely, yeah, exactly. It got really
too much of the same thing.
Really,
it's like pack openings for me.
Mm-hmm.
You can make a few of these, make them unique, make them special. But when you just do, pretty sure every one of Polish Thrasher's videos or sim videos, it's like, okay, man, take it easy. Like upload something else. And Sykes, I feel like he's going to that path too, because he's seeing the views are there. But I feel like you can't do the same thing of like one thing, because then eventually it's going to get boring. Like there's only so much you could do with just sim videos in NHL.
Exactly. That's what I don't want to do with my channel. I feel like that's what I was doing prior. I was kind of just, when I was uploading, I was doing like the same old videos, like pack openings and all that shit.
There's
I feel
a
like
bucket list for why my channel's.
Yeah.
But you gotta, like, that's how you get boring quick, is when you do the same thing over and over again. I'm not saying, like, just because I might think that sim videos are boring, though, doesn't mean like they are boring. That's my opinion. You can form your own opinion, but I do think that, I mean, I can see why Polish Thrasher is only doing that, because he is getting a shit ton of views. I don't know if it's still fun for him. It might be still really fun for him. Maybe that's why he's doing it as well. But I'm just one man, but maybe, I don't know, try a few other things. And I could, like, Sykes' video, he got it bumped by the EA Twitter, and that got 7K views or so. Polish
17.
Thrasher, he's getting like 40K views on a video.
The NHL community, which is absolutely insane. That's like millions in like other communities, I feel like.
Yeah.
For a channel, like he's not that big.
And luckily he's consistent and everything, so that's probably helping him a lot and everything. And I don't know if maybe he's another guy that knows how to, like,
market.
Work the market. No, work like the algorithm in YouTube and everything, because that dude gets consistent views. I don't know if it's that X-Tech like juice or what, but
a little bit.
That dude, he asked him.
He doesn't get X-Tech views. I mean, X-Tech doesn't even get his views though.
That's true. Yeah, that's
Not
crazy.
Even close. Not even close.
Yeah.
I didn't even think
X-Tech,
about that.
What does he get, like 15, 20,000 views per video at his subs? to like Polish Thrashers? Like,
Nah, Xtech gets like 7K video.
that's it?
Ish. If at
Doesn't
most.
Polish Thrasher like at least get 20K?
Yeah, he usually gets like between 14 to 35K in that
How many
range.
subs is he at?
6K.
That's it. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Again, the NHL community is really tricky because if it was a different community, I'd be like, okay, that doesn't make sense. But from being in the community for so many years, those numbers make zero sense. It's like Adam 3.0 again. Doesn't make
Like,
any sense.
with the sim
every
videos?
single video.
Like with the sim videos, I could see how like, you know, Sportsnet or like TSN could be like, oh, this is cool, and they could put it on like a blog post or something like that, and you get the views from that. But like, just from like search result, like I don't understand that at all.
Yeah, like I'd understand if like 1 or 2 videos blew up.
Yeah,
Like, every video for him too just doesn't make sense to me. Again,
Do you-
for me on the other side, I'm not super into like, oh, these are so boring. I find them pretty interesting, like the topics of them. But then like actually watching the video itself, it's kind of like, well, this is NHL Sim, so like the actual game itself, you could put a team like 99s against a team like 30s, and you could somehow lose. So like the game itself, Sim engine isn't the greatest, and the fact that it just uploads like every video is a sim is kind of repetitive and boring.
I honestly think I would probably get the same enjoyment if someone just tweeted out pictures of like that, because I feel like with the videos I'm just kind of like seeing, like I'll skip to the end, I'll see like what the final score is. The ideas are really cool though, when you do get to see, oh, Connor McDavid versus Austin Matthews, the 2 first overall picks.
Yeah, I feel like the
if you edit it like a montage,
video.
If you edit like a montage, it'd be interesting.
That's true.
Yeah.
Maybe there needs to be more creative ways for it to be done. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of making it 10 minutes long just for the extra ad.
Just like the broadcast view and watching CPUs do their thing. It's pretty boring.
Yeah, man, get some replay camera angles.
The titles are definitely interesting, and then he gets good comments because people are like, oh, I want to like leave a comment about that or like say my opinion about it.
Or who they want to see being simmed.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe part of the reason why those get so many views is because it's an untapped market and nobody's really done it?
No. I don't see that because NHL 17. I think our community is one of the smallest out there. If it was like just hockey, like if he didn't title NHL 17 and just like titled them like, I don't know, Matthews, it's hard to say because obviously you have to put NHL 17 in there, but I just think this community is way too small. Like the biggest channels like Bacon and 2BC barely get any views compared to like their channel. Then there's like Adam in Polish who gets an insane amount randomly. Came out of nowhere.
Like I think it gets a lot of views because of names. Like if you type Austin Matthews into YouTube search and that just happens to be like number 2 and it's like, oh, Austin Matthews versus McDavid. You go, oh, I might check this out, right? If you're just like not even involved in the community.
Exactly.
Because you're looking for like a highlight, you know, footage from Austin Matthews playing wherever the hell he's playing before, you know. So name dropping is definitely a reason why you get a lot of views. But like that video, AHL players versus NHL, like I don't understand how that would get 35K views. Period.
Yeah, who would YouTube search like AHL players?
Exactly.
I don't even think people would like search up that many like specific AHL players, but to like in general do that, I couldn't see more than like in the whole world, like more than 1,000 people in one day. Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, he definitely does have. He is kind of in the like middle of 2 different communities in a sense, where he does have like the EA NHL as well as like the IRL kind of people that aren't really into like NHL 17. Okay, so Mr. iKayyJayy, I think we talked about sim videos enough, but let's talk about a bit of beef you had here. You wanna explain a bit of beef you had with T-Gags?
You explain what happened first, and then I'll explain what happened. Oh, why there's a beef.
Wait, before you go, T-Gags is the homie.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
Okay, yeah. So I can already tell you right now, me and iKayyJayy are probably gonna have different opinions on this. Okay, so T-Gags, he made a video, and he was kind of calling out iKayyJayy because iKayyJayy happened to block T-Gags supposedly for correcting his grammar. And I know for a fact iKayyJayy does not like when people correct his grammar.
Correct.
But then me and iKayyJayy were talking, and we weren't talking. He tweeted out that what'd you tweet out? You tweeted out, can you flag someone's video, copyright claim someone's video if they use your intro?
Strike it.
Strike it, yeah.
for using the entirety of my intro.
Now the thing with that is that's completely fair use. I honestly
No, it's not.
How is that not fair use?
It's like my intro is its own entity. Like if I upload my intro as its own, that is an entity in its entirety. If you use half of it, then that's fair use. If you use the entire thing, that's not fair use.
No, but the thing is, if you're doing something for a parody, that is for fair use. If you're doing something, if it's open for discussion, that is for fair use. If the actual intro isn't the main thing for the video, if it's just something that's in there on the side and it doesn't really add that much to the video, then that's fair use. If the entire entertainment value is your intro, I feel like that's then you can copyright that.
If I have my name trademarked or copyrighted, if I have that product video like trademarked or copyrighted, I can strike your video just for you putting my name in a title. You know that, like that, and that's not like that completely voids out that. I'm like, obviously I don't have my intro copyrighted because I'm not going to spend $1,000 to do that.
Yeah.
Right, but I don't know. It peeved me, you know.
But
like you could have easily done it without using my intro. You know what I mean? Like it's like you're stealing a portion of my work that I spent, 48 fucking hours making.
I heard that you didn't make it.
Video. I did make it.
Someone tweeted out on Twitter that you didn't make it, and then was uploaded to some other channel.
I did make it.
You did?
Yeah. What I did was I modeled the pack. I modeled the card. I had a friend animate it, and then I did the rest from there.
See, I don't know.
Because he animated it, I let him upload it. So.
See, I feel like T-Gags then went to hit up Fupa and then went to court with your ass.
I don't care.
What do you think, Deke?
Well, I was gonna say if he didn't have your intro, so you wouldn't be mad at all then about that.
No.
So the only thing that was mad is the intro.
It was the intro, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's just the intro.
Okay, and now also, there's got to be something more to that than you blocked him just for a bit of grammar.
Yeah.
Like, you corrected my grammar when okay.
Yeah.
My thing is a meme.
That was legitimate though.
That was a meme.
You said angle instead of.
That's the meme. That's the meme though. I can
That's
be your
not
angle.
a meme. That's an idiotic fucking spelling mistake.
That's the point.
But if it was a different word and it made it not a word, okay, then you
That's the
misspelled
point.
it.
No,
If it's a word and then you misorder 2 letters and it turns it into a different fucking word, it's completely like that's not a meme. That's
so just
not
to
a
give
meme.
people context, what we're talking about there, I tweeted out, "I can be your angle or your devil," and it was me DMing Steve Dangle when all that stuff was going on, that drama that he unfollowed me, and I said he said something about thanks man or something along the lines of that, and then he unfollowed me, and then I DM'd him. I understand why you unfollowed me, yada yada, but. That is a meme, okay? I see. So if you type that in Twitter, I can be your angle or your devil.
No.
You'll 100% find that.
No, man. I don't know what kind of crap humor you're fucking with.
To get back on track. To get back on track.
Yep.
There's got to be more to that. What's the more?
So all goes down the DMs, obviously, right? So, like, just in general, like, he would correct everyone in my DM groups, like, grammar, like, beyond a reasonable doubt. Like, I'm talking, like, an apostrophe or a fucking comma, like down to that level,
mad, to be honest.
right? And like that, you do it once or twice, okay, but you're doing it all the fucking time. Like I'm on my phone here, I'm not gonna hit the symbol button to put an apostrophe on the word on it.
And we're not writing essays here. We're
exactly, right? This is the internet. You don't take that shit seriously. It just got to a point where I told him, I said, stop correcting my grammar, I'll block you for 24 hours, right? So he fucking did it again, like immediately after, right? I don't know if it was on purpose or not. So I blocked him. And freaking, I think I unblocked him like 12 hours after that, right? And then after I unblocked him and added him back to the DM group, he started like shit talking me, calling me a pussy and stuff like that. And I wasn't having it, right? You know, I don't need to like involve myself with that and that negativity in my life. And I was trying to teach him a lesson first off by blocking him in the first place, right? Like, don't be an asshole and like I'll unblock you, right? I'm just trying to like teach someone. When someone doesn't like something you're doing, you need to change how you act. Because like I've had issues in the past with friends in real life where I've had to cut them off because they're acting like an asshole, right? And then they'll come back a month later and be like, yo, man, I'm sorry, right? Yeah. And then they act fine after that, right? So I was trying to teach him a lesson and he didn't get that lesson. So
yeah, if you're friends with someone and your friends being like, okay, could you stop talking about that? Usually if you are friends, you usually are like, okay, I want to be friends with you, so I'm going to stop. But
exactly.
But what if What if T-Gays, he watched this podcast, he apologizes to you?
Nah.
Really? He apologizes and he
I'll
says he
block
won't?
him. I don't give a shit, but like I'm not gonna.
You unblocked him?
No, I would if he apologized. I'd unblock him, but I'm not
Okay.
gonna fucking. I'm not gonna follow him or anything like that. I don't.
You won't follow him?
No, I'm not going that far.
Oh, damn! You gave him the cold edge.
Like
Okay.
if he wants to see what I'm tweeting, that's fine. I don't care if he apologizes, but like I don't want to have anything to do with him. Period. Right? Like it. I want to say it's a waste of my time because it is. So I mean.
All right. Okay. So that actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be a lot worse there. I thought we were gonna throw a bit of hands there. It didn't seem quite happen.
No, definitely
not. So the last thing that I kind of wanted to talk about before, this is kind of just a little thing. You know, it's every fucking generic NHL podcast has got to talk about this and pander to their audience. You gotta, you know, what would make NHL 17 better in your opinion? What do you think is wrong about the game, and what do you think could improve it?
That's easy.
17 or making 18 better?
Whatever. Yeah,
making just improving the franchise
better, or why do you do you like 17? I guess we could start with that.
Personally, I mean, I don't think 17 they're gonna do much to.
No, that's not why. I mean, like, what is your thoughts on NHL 17? Like, do you like it? What do you think they went wrong with? Yeah,
personally, I think it's a good beta.
It's been the same game for like first off, 14 for me was a lot of fun. 13 for me was pretty good. 12 for me was fun. Once they went to next gen, they made that huge mistake and they like were a year back. I feel like ever since then, it just is really bad and like that really hurt them.
They're playing
15 was so bad. 16 was meh. 17's all right, but again, comparing 15 to 17, personally for me, there's not a huge difference, especially in terms of like game modes. Like I really enjoy ESHL, so I have a lot of fun on that. But in terms of HUT and like the other stuff, like I feel like GM mode, I loved that in previous, like when it was on old gen. I hate it so much now. It's just the way it works, how slow it is. Just the system of it is so bad. So I feel like they need another overhaul for like game modes, and it's annoying because they constantly do that. But when they go one step up, they go one step down. I feel like in like one sense.
Yeah, that's true. I'm pretty sure Deke, you don't like GM connected, but when that was in the game, I actually liked that a lot.
I like that too, but I hate how slow it was.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. If that was on next gen, I feel like that's where it would excel. If you had good sim times, that's the only reason I could see people not liking that. But I liked 14, 13. Maybe it's just the nostalgia, because like even when I go back to COD, I liked COD 4, COD 5. You know, MW2.
Simple's better.
I feel like with those things, though, too, like, obviously new CODs every year, but what are they really changing in those besides new maps and guns? Like, they're the same base game. They're barely adding anything new. Just new guns and new games. And like NHL's like kind of the same thing. Like, they're adding little things to HUT, new cards, like new guns, but it's the same thing in terms of gameplay and things like that.
I kind of wish that they would go their own way instead of always just trying to like copy Madden, copy FIFA.
Yeah.
Like, why can't you
the stuff in other communities?
Like Zamboni racing, like all-star games like that, like random mini games, arcade style.
You have the graphics already. Don't keep focusing on that. It's a video game. I think they should focus more on like fun stuff and like, I don't know, add more customization for your HUT team. Like if you could pull like capes and you could put a cape on one player, like things like that. Obviously, I don't know if that'd be something, but like instead of wearing a helmet on some of your players, you could pull like a cowboy hat and you could put it on like one player. Just things like that, because it'd feel like it would add more of like a fun and different experience than like people come down like, are you watching this on TV? Oh, this is NHL 7. Oh, I didn't know.
Could you imagine if they had a 3-on-3 arcade like HUT? But
I had that in a video. I wanted a 3.
Oh, did you?
Like online seasons game mode.
Yo, and then
on top of that, I wanted a 3-on-3 draft champions game mode.
And then just think, you could pick your perks, that like the power-ups you get and that type of stuff. That'd be interesting.
I meant like an all-star game rules,
fun stuff type thing.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted like all-star game rules where like there's no penalties and it's 2 5-minute periods, so games are like quick, right? So you can just like play a game in 10 minutes instead of playing a game in 4 minutes, right? Then you play more.
Because personally, for me, I think for them, unless they're gonna do a complete overhaul next year, I think they need to like just focus more on like arcadey, or maybe not even arcadey, just not focus on like 100% realism.
Yeah.
Like not obviously like the stuff's cool, like when sticks break, that's like was cool at first, but in terms of actual gameplay, that's annoying as anything. When like you're making all these nice plays and your stick just breaks, it's like, oh, but that's realistic. Like that's one little thing right there. But just in terms of like the whole gameplay, I feel like they need to focus on like having fun, being a fast and like enjoyable game rather than a realistic game.
That's why I kind of like COD and Hearthstone and all those type of games where it's like more faster paced. You're always doing something
compared to Battlefield.
Yeah, with NHL, yeah, exactly. Battlefield's like the exact opposite. But I mean, people still like that. Just like people probably still like this NHL 17. But I feel like that it needs to have, for me at least, maybe I just have ADHD, but you know, you gotta. When you're stuck in the neutral zone or like you're getting these offsides and it takes like another like minute just to get the puck down and all that, and people are using their timeouts, all that stuff, that really adds up over time. And that just takes away from the enjoyment that it takes, 30 minutes to do one game. So if I want to complete 2 games and you got to do 5 games to get out of Division 10?
And you got to win them too.
Yeah, exactly.
There's 4 games, Division 10.
Oh, 4? Okay, so 2 hours there. 2 hours just to get out of Division 10. Like
that's without pausing and like quickly going and back to back and winning them all too.
To be fair, it also probably shouldn't be too quick to get in and out of the divisions, and then I guess maybe the rewards are that much more. But
rewards should be a bit better, but it should like be maybe a little bit longer to get in. But I just think the game should be cut down a lot.
Deke, me and you were talking about this before. If they had a competitive ESHL mode, and then they had more of like a casual where you could choose your stats, and you could have a really quick guy or whatever. So it's more, and you could do all the crazy dekes or something.
Oh yeah.
So you could have that.
Bring back the old dekes.
Yeah, like the one.
Make new dekes again, but make them like. Because I personally always felt when they first added this, it's too like it feels robotic and not like smooth and clean and like, oh, I could exactly do what I'm trying to do on the stick. Yeah. It's just like, oh, these like preset things you do. Like obviously you're using your like right stick or whatever, but for me, I don't feel like it feels smooth at all, and you're not 100% in control of what you want to do.
It does look a lot better.
You're always messing up the dekes. It does look better, but again, it's like a sense of realism too. Like it looks good, but it doesn't feel as good. And like for me, I feel like 50% of the time you're like losing the puck. The puck just randomly like bounces off your stick, even if you're like, for example, playing in HUT with like the best puck control person or best deking player. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's a good point. But I honestly, I don't know how actual like that could actually happen, how possible. But I mean, that's another thing to focus more on having fun instead of being real. You still keep your realism or your competitive. If you want to go in esports, that's what you're trying to do. Even though the market's tiny, you can still have your preset classes and do all that stuff. But you can also have your really fun arcadey type things. Because
like back in NHL 14, where they had the old deking system, there's like dekes that are actually really hard to like pull off, and like it required skill. Like now, there's not much skill. It's for me, I just feel like it's randomness.
It's timing.
It's like randomness and timing. Back then, it was like skill involved. Like you had to like, I can't think of any. But like the Zetterberg deke was kind of hard to do. Like
behind the back,
stuff like that was like a lot harder to do than what you're doing now. Just randomness, timing, and then luckily, if your guy actually picks up the puck, like that's not how it should be.
Yeah.
Especially if you're doing it with a guy who's got 95 deking, it should work 95% of the time then. And then maybe they should like adjust the attributes with that, make the average player have like 50% of it. But when you're using the best player and it's like half the time just randomly falling off your stick and not looking like good, I don't like that at all. So I feel like they should either bring a new deking system into it if they want to really make it like look realistic, or bring the old one back.
Do we think if there was a 2K game, do we think that would actually like change anything?
I think it would pressure EA a lot more to up their game.
And I would get it no matter what, even if it didn't look good. Just because personally for me, 2K, like they did some stuff that I liked a lot better than NHL or EA. But in terms of gameplay, EA probably was a bit better. But like presentation wise, there's just like a lot of like mini games in that. Like those are things that are fun. Like NHL doesn't have to completely say, okay, we don't want a realistic game. We want like an arcadey, but they could like maybe add 1 or 2 game modes that are actually like a lot of fun, like you said, like a 3-on-3 arcade mode, but still keep their like base game.
Mm-hmm.
Because NHL 94 mode was not that at all.
No,
at first, but like adding those game modes every year,
I never even played
Winter
that.
Classic. Just why do they waste their time on stuff like that?
Wasn't that only local player too, though?
Yeah,
the World Championship of Hockey. Yeah.
No, not even that.
The Winter Classic.
That wasn't 94.
Oh, the 94. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like the couch mode, like.
Wait,
Yeah.
Play with a friend. when
Yeah,
you
it was
come
couch
over.
co-op. Yeah, it was.
see, that'd be kind of cool if you could like maybe have some type of seasons with that. I don't know.
I just don't think that was that fun.
No.
I think
No,
everyone played
yeah.
it once,
Waste of
just like
time.
Winter Classic, and they're like, yeah,
It's not different enough. It's like
yeah.
it needs to definitely have that more different.
I want like a 99 checking mode, man. I want NHL hit style
That
gameplay.
would be cool. Like if every week for Hut they had this like random thing. Obviously,
Every weekend they added like a
Or-
tournament that had like
yeah.
max tuners in certain categories or
Yeah.
something like that.
just
that would
random
be
things
awesome.
going on. Like maybe one week, and maybe they have like a tournament where like if you win 7 games, you get like a big prize. But like there's like requirements each time you go in. Like so each week it's gonna be something brand new. Either there's like tuners adjusted, or you like have a random team that it gives you, or things like that.
That's actually just it's like Hearthstone in a sense where you got your
Yeah.
tavern brawl, and you can you have different challenges for that week, and even the daily quests. Maybe there's a thing where you gotta get 50 hits in a game. That seems pretty unreasonable.
No,
But like something like that, like you
20
get
goals
coins.
in a
I don't
day
know.
or something like that.
Because I feel like making coins is way too hard for the average consumer. Obviously, for me, not this year, but previous years, it's been hours and hours and hours like working the market. But it was fun for me at the time. But after doing it for so much, it's kind of blah. But for the person who just likes to play the game, they have to spend hours and hours and hours and hours to just get like a 90 overall.
Yeah.
If solo challenges were in the game, which I'm sure they will be next year. I mean, like Madden, I think you can earn like 250,000 coins just from doing all the solo challenges or something like that.
I think you could, if you do all the sets, you get 1 million.
Yeah, if you do the master set, but I mean, you actually have to like open packs to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
crap for that. So
Yeah.
It's just NHL, well, especially Hut. They just need like a revamp. New cards every
Absolutely.
year and new sets. Like the sets was kind of cool this year, but
it
they
was
need something with the
incomplete.
actual gameplay itself.
The one thing I do like about the Madden solo challenges is they have the quick ones where like it's a moment. You do like a quick moment, and then if you beat it, then you do that, and then it's quick gameplay instead of that slow 30-minute
Yeah.
gameplay that takes so
Yeah.
long to do. All right, so do you guys have anything else, or do you think we should just wrap it up?
No,
I
not
think
really.
that's pretty good. I mean, I'd like to see what people thought of the first episode as well. There's a lot of stuff I want to see people see, but I feel like the main parts is where do you guys want to see be talked on the next episode? And I don't know
More
if you guys like the
drama.
name of it.
More drama.
Besides that, though, it's up to
Start
you guys
beef.
and how you wanna. If you want to add anything to that.
No. Other than I think people probably found out that I'm not actually that funny or that entertaining.
Or dead.
But he's
or,
still gay.
Or that mean. But I still what?
Never mind.
Fuck. All right, we're ending it there. So I don't even know what this podcast name straight out of the program.
program.
Yes.
Hosted.
That's nice. I can hear my parents stomping around, so it's time to end it. So we'll see you in the second episode in fucking probably 20 years
2018.
for the next NHL. All right.
Yeah.
Peace. That was
Peace.
okay. No, that's really cringy. I don't want to fucking end it on that. Okay. I'm gay. Okay, that's even fucking more cringy. I'm out.